I'm Gary Bird, Director of Mission M25 on the national level. We want to talk to you for just a few moments about Run for the Wall. It's an event that takes place in May of every year, and we end up Memorial Day weekend in Washington, D.C. We leave Los Angeles, California, and travel by motorcycle across the country, sometimes up to 700 of us in a pack, just to bring our nation to remembrance that we need to honor our soldiers and our veterans, and we need to bring all of our POWs and MIAs back. It's to hold America accountable. With me today is Wes Alvarez, pastor of my father's vineyard. He will be the chaplain, the senior chaplain on the southern route, and be leading our M25 team. And Wes, would you explain to us what it's like from a veteran's position, what the church does on Run for the Wall?
Yes, Gary. On the run, the veterans, their experience with the chaplain as far as the military went, they're used to having someone there available if they need them. It's not somebody they want in their face all the time. So as we've been able to act as chaplains on this run, they've discovered that our availability, our presence is there, and it's availed them to come to us when they wanted to versus having someone shoving something in their face that they didn't want to hear at a time they didn't want to hear it.
You know, one of the other things that we do is hydration. Every year we have about 12 to 13,000 bottles of water that we give away and sports drink. This year we're going to do it on all three routes. And it's a way to help serve those veterans so that they can come across the country with hydration. Very important part as you're crossing the desert, 100+ degrees, and packs of motorcycles with a hot engine running between your legs, and you've got a black asphalt in front of you. So hydration has become a key element, simply just giving a cup of water in the name of the Lord. You know, one of our core values out there is to be a light, not a mouth. The first year, Wes, when God showed that to me, it was a little alarming to just be a light. And one of the greatest testimonies was Earl. And I was coming out of having lunch, and he was sitting on his motorcycle, 100+ degrees, and he looked terrible sitting there. And I asked him, I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "No, I was a combat veteran in Vietnam. And when I got off of the airplane in San Francisco, all of that stuff they threw on me." And of course, Wes, he explained what that stuff was. And he said, "It put bitterness in my heart." And he said, "This bitterness is eating me up." And I said, "Well, anything us chaplains can do, we're here to help you." And he said, "Well, would you pray for me? Because I believe we ought to be asked to pray out there. We're available," as you said. And so he said, "Yeah, I'd like for you to pray for me." And I said, "Well, when?" He said, "Right now." And so I prayed for him. Last year when I got to Los Angeles, he was waiting for me. And they call me Shepherd out there on the run. And he picks me up and puts me up on his shoulder, and he says, "Shepherd, I'm free. I'm free. Thank God I'm free from that bitterness." So being a light, not a mouth, works for us out there. Would you take a moment and just challenge them with how we do this?
Yes. The tendency for someone from church when called to a moment to evangelize is to overfeed, try to regurgitate everything you've ever learned in a Sunday school or in a class setting or anything like that, and try to give it to somebody all at one time. When we use a term, ministry of presence, as the most powerful tool that we have of they recognize that we're there to listen to them because we're not always talking to them. They want to be listened to. So when they come to us and begin to speak with us in a manner of opening up in a way they aren't able to do with a family member or even a fellow veteran at this moment, they've come to a chaplain to do that. It's a door that is opened the same way that Jesus did. He met a physical need before he began ministering to the masses. And that's what we're doing. They see that cool drink of water, that cool wrap they put around their neck, the opportunity to speak to someone they normally wouldn't have the opportunity to speak to hear a message of love and acceptance.
Amen. We would ask you to join us by putting your church's name on our banner. That's how we fund this. If you would like to do that, check us out on our website, and you can contribute and help us spread the news, because these guys do read that banner and the list of churches behind there. May God bless you.